I met a celebrity.
When? Okay, can I do 20 questions?
Sure.
Is he an actor?
No.
Journalism?
No.
Scientist?
No.
Is he on TV?
No.
Musician?
No.
Is he from Canada?
This is so boring. You could have just let me tell the story, and people would be like, "Oh, that's good. Oh, that's interesting." This is my only bet. That's the only. Assalamu alaikum.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, Gabe.
Whew.
You okay? You look sweaty.
Yeah. And I didn't even bike here. I use an electric Bixie.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is it easier?
It's like you're flying, man. You're like zipping around. It's
Yeah.
so
You don't have to
fast.
pedal.
You can.
Why are you sweating then? You okay?
I know I'm not supposed to be gross in the first 2 minutes.
Yeah. We've got the remarks.
Oh.
Did you burp?
No, but this is really gross. But like when like a snot comes from the back of your nose and into your mouth by accident.
Yeah.
A really hard one.
Yeah.
I almost choked on it.
If you could keep it on the inside.
Yeah. Well, he asked me what happened, and I needed to.
Yeah, it
share.
happens. Yeah, the most disgusting thing is sometimes, when you're dehydrated.
Yeah.
Okay, my sofa.
Oh, no, what am I doing, dude? Oh, God. Here, I can use that shirt, maybe?
No, that's my shirt.
Okay.
You can't use my shirt.
I can use my sock.
Okay, wait, let me go get a napkin.
Jesus
All right, keep talking.
Christ almighty. Why did it... My mind is all over the place. I swallowed that snot and it turned me into an idiot. Well, I'm already an idiot. God damn, I'm so...
Clean it up.
yeah, I know.
Clean it up. Inside joke.
The way that guy did it wasn't very nice, though.
But now you're best friend. Aren't you?
He's all right. I see he's on the show next week.
Yes, he is.
Anyway,
So
so
that's enough information for you guys to
Yeah.
decipher. Who does Gabriel hate this week?
no, I love everyone. But listen, I'm going away.
Yes,
I'm going
you're-
on an airplane tonight. An airplane.
A jet plane.
I'm
Don't know when you'll be back again.
I'm not scared of airplanes, but like I'm pretty scared of airplanes. And I'm going alone. I was supposed to go with Claire.
Without mommy.
She's not going.
She's not going.
And I'm flying away all by myself, gonna land, try to sleep, and then immediately get up and go to sleep in a tent for fucking 7 days.
Oh yeah, your medieval festival.
Yeah, then I'm going to the Glastonbury Medieval Festival.
But isn't it exciting? You'll be traveling alone. I think it's it's something that you should experience. But you won't be alone for a long time, right? Because you're meeting with her family, your in-laws.
Yeah, but I can do whatever I want, basically, like...
You should murder people. No one
Yeah?
knows. No one knows you there.
It's a pretty big festival. There's a lot of people.
I bet there's at least one murder.
Yeah, well,
Every
there
festival.
was. Last time there was a murder.
Good. Maybe I'm starting to like this festival a
Or
little bit
somebody
more.
died. So this is... Okay, so last time I went, it was so hot and, like, sunny with perfect weather. And it's on a farm, right? And farms get very, very muddy. And I didn't realize it. When I went, it was, like, very nice. It was perfect. And it turns out...
You're the worst salesman for this festival.
I have to buy something called wellies. You know what wellies are?
I'm assuming it's like rubber clothing, but like in a non-sexual way.
Big rubber boots.
Big rubber boots that go up to your nipples or something?
No, up to the knee or something. Or
Oh, okay.
Like pretty high
Oh,
up.
boots.
Yeah.
So like rain boots.
Yeah, like big...
Like children.
Big rubber boots.
Okay.
Yeah, and so I might have to buy those because it might get muddy. But I get to see Paul McCartney in the mud.
Yeah.
He's
wow.
going to be like, dun, dun, I can't get no.
Another break in the wall. It's gonna be great. I'm happy for you. I'm happy that you're traveling alone. You're gonna face your fears of
being alone.
But we should. I just thought of this. Our cups. We should have it so that if when you put something cold or something hot, how the temperature, and it just becomes like a Nazi mustache. Depending.
That's funny.
Next product. The next product will be releasing Nazi coffee mugs.
Propaganda.
It's exciting. No, I'm happy for you, man. I hope you're leaving in like 4 hours, right? 4 or 5 hours.
Yeah. Well, the airplane's at 10. Yeah.
You're not an Arab. You don't need to get there 12 hours before.
No, 3. Apparently there's big lines these days at the airport.
Why?
Yeah.
Do you still have to do COVID and stuff?
No, it's starting today. You don't need to do any COVID stuff.
Just AIDS.
Yeah, they're like, hey, have you
they show you a man's asshole, and then depending how you react.
Yeah, if you dribble, you make my money wiggle. You know,
you're like, it moved. They have an X-ray only on your balls, and if your penis moves on the site of a hairy man's asshole, you're like, oh, get him.
That is so crazy. Oh, Jesus Christ, a hairy man's asshole.
Did you hear that Montreal is currently the biggest city of monkeypox in the world? For me, that's progressive. I'm happy when I read this, because I read that also it's mainly homosexual men who get it. So I'm like, I'm happy to know that homosexual men, get to live so freely in the city.
We met like we know two homosexual.
You know two homosexual.
Dude, what the fuck is this? AIDS monkey? What is what's going on, dude?
My sofa is dying, so you're slowly getting the leatherette. You only know two gay guys?
No, but we know two gay guys.
I mean, you know three if you look in the mirror.
Okay. You're gay. There were this comedy show we did, right? The two comedians.
Yeah.
And they were talking about how like this bathhouse in Montreal was ground zero for monkeypox. Kind of like how Africa was AIDS for ground zero.
Ground zero for AIDS?
Geez. Africa.
Oh, really? Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Well, that's you have to subscribe to like Gay magazine to.
Yeah.
I wasn't aware of that there was a bathhouse. It's interesting that there's no heterosexual bathhouses where you can just go.
What the hell is a bathhouse? Is it like a swimming pool?
This is. I'm gonna let my brain now go to homoerotic fantasies. So all I'm gonna say right now is based on what I would imagine.
Yeah.
A bathhouse, you would walk in, and it was like a Turkish bath. You know what's a Turkish bath? So imagine everything is not clay, marble, and you're sitting, and it's like it's steam. There's a lot of steam, and then there's big sexy men, and they look at each other, and they're like, "Hey, toile," like because we're in Quebec, right?
Okay.
And then they fuck, I guess. I don't know. So it's like a very big sauna.
Oh, it's a big sauna.
And then you have a little twink that massage people.
You ever watch the movie Eastern Promises?
Yeah, that's what.
That's what I imagine.
Yeah,
the guy,
but
men
less
beating
gay.
the shit out of you. Yeah, less gay than that. There's no naked fist fights.
Yeah. It's funny. From all that movie, I forgot the story, but I do remember two things.
Yeah.
Viggo Mortensen's tattoos.
Yeah.
And his penis.
Yeah, and his balls.
Because he flips and you see his penis go wee.
Yeah.
He doesn't go wee, but in my mind his penis goes wee. It's one of the first penises I saw on live TV.
Weird. Live TV. Live TV.
Not live, but like on TV. I haven't seen many penises.
I know, but live TV is funny. It's like
did they know that his penis was that's what's funny. Like back then, when you saw someone's penis on a TV, like in the early 2000s, you're like, oh, they didn't know. No one caught in the editing room. No one caught his penis. They just thought, I'm like, I'm the first one who catch this penis.
That's so funny. I like that you're also referring to everything as the TV, like at the movie theater. You know, the TV, the big TV.
The TV people.
The film director does the TV chopping.
Oh my God. It's like a nipple slip, but it was a whole penis.
Me and Claire were watching...
a penis?
Yeah, we're like... we're watching... Because we watched the Jennifer Lopez documentary, whatever. It was pretty shit. But it was about her whole... lead up to the Super Bowl halftime show that she did. And she's... First of all... Whatever. She says she goes through all this struggle, all this shit, right?
Yeah, she's Jenny from the block.
Yeah. Whatever. She does all that. But now she's like a billionaire.
Yeah.
And she's still like...
Can you please put your... I can't... Like, this is such a 2022 sentence. Can you please put your clock on mute? Like your watch on mute? Can you put your watch on mute?
I know. Okay, wait. So she's like a bajillionaire, right?
Yeah.
And she's like, she still thinks she's a victim after destroying everything, being amazing, killing it. A dancer, goes actress, goes singer, to all around boss bitch, right?
She's a Latina Kim Kardashian, yeah.
Well, she's got actual talent. I was looking at her dance. I couldn't fucking believe it. Like, it was amazing.
By the way, she's like 85 years old.
Yeah.
Like, she can still pull that move. And she's a special, unique
She was sitting in her bed, and she was crying that she, like, she was reading reviews of her performance in this movie Hustlers, and she was crying, being like, oh my God, they finally appreciate me. And they're like, they'll never put a Latina in the Oscars, like shit like that. And it's like, dude... Why, dude? You're done. You're fucking done. Like, go dance and shit. Have some night. Enjoy your fucking life.
Some people run on spite. You understand?
Yeah.
Some people, like, they need to feel like fuck, so that they can always push themselves to be where they are, and she's just one of those people. I know a couple of people like this who read that, who need that, like, oh, I'll show them.
I know, but like, you think that, like, I guess like 50s is not that young, not that old, really. It's not really not that old. Like 50s.
I hope so. Goddamn.
But if, like, let's say if I'm in my 50s, I feel like a lot of comedians, who gain the most success are like in their late 40s, or sometimes mid 40s, but in their 50s especially, right? And then they make as much money as possible, and you can see the wind down of a lot of these comics. Like Bill Burr is slowly winding down.
Dude, he's releasing a special every other week, every other month, every other year. Every other year he comes to JFL with a new hour.
Yeah, look, he's touring and shit, right? Yeah. But a lot of these guys, I listen to the podcast, right?
Yeah, they say they're winding down, but are they?
But you can tell, like, he has kids and he's gonna want to wind down, and I get it.
Is he still doing a podcast a week?
Yeah, but
is he still touring?
Yeah.
He's not winding down.
I know, but like, I totally get it. Like,
I think they say they're winding down, but I don't think the brain is the last thing to die. Like, not the last, but the last thing that gets tired quickly. Your body starts decomposing by the time you had like 30, but the brain still like.
Do you think so? I think the brain. Apparently, the brain, like, after like 25, it starts to like commit suicide or whatever. Doesn't it slowly like just? Yeah, that's what I do. Especially
it matures at 25. That means like you have all the components.
Yeah, I don't know. From what I see, like, dude, from what I've heard.
No, but don't you find that your brain? Don't you find your brain is faster than your body? Like, my brain is telling me like I should do like 600 spots and 12 podcasts, but my body is like, all right, you did the 5-minute set. You're done for the night.
Oh, really? No, my body. I'm still like, I could do so much.
Yeah, you work out. It's true. It's funny how I said my brain. I was like, but my brain doesn't slow down. Oh my god.
But it's funny how like I thought I was a little tired yesterday.
Yeah, but you still.
But then, dude, then I was like good. I was like not tired at all.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
I was snapped.
I was worried. I was complaining to Guillaume on the back from camping. I'm like, because you told me that you won't be able to go back home. Like, Gabe, he's been out living life beautifully and smiling and running in fields and picking lollipops and whatever.
I had to make Claire's like week
it's true,
the best week ever because she's also not able to celebrate her goddamn 30th birthday with her whole family and friends. Yeah. So I made this whole week. I tried to make this week as fun as possible, relaxing. You know, the last 2 weeks even, I was spending every fucking.
You hired a guy to fuck her properly. I get it.
You know, I needed her. It breaks my heart to see her upset. You know, so I try. You know, so.
You're not a psychopath. You're able to show empathy. That's nice.
Yeah.
She satisfied. You bought her a very nice gift. Can we talk about this? God, I didn't know you made that much money, dude.
It's not that expensive. It wasn't that expensive.
It was beautiful.
It wasn't
got her
that expensive.
A bracelet.
Oh yeah, I was at the jewelry shop and I was talking to the jeweler dude. He was this like little gay guy and he was like so friendly. He was the nicest guy ever.
Mm-hmm. And you're like, hey. Do you want to fuck my girlfriend?
What? He was a nice guy. Anyway,
was interesting. I haven't been in a jewelry shop in so long. The only jewelry shops I ever went to were run by Arabs because my dad likes jewelry. He's gay.
Well, there's this place. It's this jewelry shop. It's basically the McDonald's of jewelry shops. It's called like Swarovski or whatever. Swarovski.
Okay. Also, those weren't diamonds. Okay, that makes sense. It's $300. Okay,
those aren't diamonds. Okay. Oh, those. It's silver. It's silver sterling diamonds or whatever it's called.
Diamond is the rock and the metal is silver.
Okay, so it's sterling with like paprika on it or whatever to make it all shiny.
A little cumin for the shine. But okay, that's good.
That's a lot of diamonds to get. That's like $10,000 worth of diamonds.
Oh, that's way more.
Why would I get that?
Depends.
That's insane amount of diamonds.
I like nice jewelry, man. I like jewelry on women. It looks nice. That's if I'm ever rich, the woman who's gonna marry me will be very. Because I don't mind dressing like this till the end of time, but I like go look, buy all your things. Be a materialistic human consuming machine.
I'm thinking like if with money for me, it's like comfort. Like I would want I would just like if I would invent new clothes, I would I would take a bubble into something and wear just bubble and then roll around everywhere.
You're Kanye West. You're the Kanye West of comedy.
And like my shoes will be huge soft pillows and my hat it has like air conditioning in it and then all this it's like here it's perfectly dry all the time.
You change all the time. Last time it was like I want experiences, I want to travel, and now it's like I just want fancy clothes.
I'm not a big experienced travel guy. But these aren't all either even. This is like, if I'm super rich, I want to like invent clothing just to make me like I'll be floating around.
Someone just constantly licking your butthole.
Not even that. No. I'm thinking. Think of like the Jetsons, you know, where
it's like a little like it's 6
it's
tons.
a robot.
And it just turns completely flicks. That's a new bidet I'm working on. Just a bunch of children's tongues.
Dude, I gotta tell you though, I drank a lot this weekend, and dude,
it's Claire's birthday.
When I shat, dude, it was green.
Oh, you seriously?
it was green shit.
Why? Why does
I never
alcohol makes you green shit?
My shit thought it was St. Patrick's
Day.
Is
fucking useless today. I take back what I said about the brain dying first.
It's funny because I listened to these podcasts with like these guys when I first started listening to them 10 years ago. They're all like, "Hey everybody, how's it going?" And now they're like brain dead. They're like, so Star Trek is it's pretty good, I guess. And I'm like, these guys, and then people are still listening to them. They get millions of views, and they're like brain dead R words, you know. And they're all fucked, man. They're all fucked. Especially like, I don't know. It could be dementia.
I think it's just they lost the will to live.
Yeah.
We still have the will to live. I'm
living.
excited to sit down. We haven't had like real problems between us that we were like, I hate you, and
no,
we're just recording we're not. What do you call what's the name of that band where they hate each other? Like we're not Oasis.
Yeah.
We're just gonna meet up and record an album even though we hate each other.
I think like those guys. Why would they hate each? It's so funny. Like, it must be because. So we're creating something together, but it's not like we're still different personalities that come together pretty good.
Of course I see it.
But then Oasis, they're creating music together with one singular track, let's say, that's everybody's input, you know?
Yeah, but here's the thing is that egos get involved. Like, let's say you take some creative decisions that I'm like, if it was up to me, I would do it differently.
Okay.
But I know how to maintain a friendship. So I'm like, does it really bother me?
Yeah.
Will it really affect the final product? No, so I don't care.
Okay, yeah.
However, they think differently. Like, no, you need to do it this way because I'm a... Imagine, what was when they did that? I think it was that medieval festival you did where there was like 250,000 people who went to see Oasis. It must get to your head and your ego must be inflated.
Yeah, I guess
so you must think everything you do is pure genius. So you end up arguing with each other. Stop playing with your fucking watch. Okay, no more watch on the podcast. Take it off.
You know what it is? I had a timer on and
then
I clicked snooze.
Liam, take off your watch.
I clicked snooze.
Liam,
nothing's going to come on.
You know you're Liam because you're the handsome one.
Who's Liam?
He's the handsome one in Oasis.
And Noel's the gross one?
No, I'm the gross one.
Liam. Shitty name. They're both kind of shitty. Noel.
No.
Noel.
Liam is so handsome. He was like one of my first male crushes.
Who's the singer? Liam. Noel.
They both sing. They both have beautiful voices.
Really? But do they have the same voice?
No.
Who sings what though?
I don't know.
Oh wait, what about the song?
I think mainly like for example Wonderwall, which is funny. I went camping. It's
Noel.
Yeah, it's Liam who sings Wonderwall.
Is it?
Liam is he's on the guitar, and Noel sings. It's funny. He sings like this.
Oh yeah,
Sings like this. It's funny. So I went camping, and Wonderwall is what? 600 years ago, like 600.
Yeah, it was like the early 90s, right, or something.
It's a very long song. Like my God, brain.
Old song.
Wake up!
It's like 30 years old or whatever.
Jesus Christ! Yeah, it's a very old song. So I went camping on the weekend, and it's always been known as like, if someone has a guitar, he's gonna pull it out and he's gonna play Wonderwall. And that has been the joke for 30 years.
Yeah.
And I went camping, and we're on the site, on our camping site, and I hear, dum dum.
Oh really?
And then I hear, "You're my Wonderwall." I'm like, oh my God, that's still. They're still rocking that song.
That's so fun.
30 years later.
Guy was like playing that?
Yeah, like a bunch of 20-year-olds.
But French kids singing it.
Of course.
That's so funny.
Yeah, everyone knows. It's a beautiful song.
Yeah.
I remember, I don't know who died in Britain.
Yeah.
And they just started singing
Damn.
Wonderwall. Or was it Live Forever? It's part of the...
That's cool.
Zeitgeist. I like using that word.
Yeah. It's funny, like, British shit is like, you think, it's shit, it's bleak or whatever. But then, like, all their music is fucking awesome, man. If you're into rock music or pop music.
If your life is bleak, you have to escape somewhere else.
But they have shit hip-hop, though. Their hip-hop is, like, really shit.
Listen, no offense. there's only one original black people, and it's African Americans.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, you can be British and you can be black and cool. You're handsome. You have nice color skin. But no, you're not.
It's really bad.
You just look silly. Okay.
Yeah.
Your cops beat you with batons. You really have you heard? Straight out of Compton, get the fuck out of here, bro. They shoot them with guns and then they plant crack on them.
It's so funny how bad.
Oi.
It's so bad. Like it's so phony baloney. Like
you can't. Your British accent, you can't. I'm sorry.
Yeah. And but everything else, I don't know. They kill it. Like, but I feel bad for.
What's the word for cops in British? Like
bobbies.
Oi, them bobbies with the batons beating up on my granny. Oi, governor. Oi. I can't. I'm sorry.
Living in the streets with my grandma Will.
Yeah.
We go outside, steal some meals. Oh jeez, meal deals.
What you say? 5 quids? Ain't no queen that can rest on that bitch. And then it's like a girl shaking her tiny white British ass.
Going to Tesco, grab some bread, going to make a snack. Boy, am I dead.
Oi.
In the audience last night, there was like these 5 guys from Ireland, right?
Yeah.
And they're the weirdest looking group. And I'm like, what the fuck? Where are you guys from? Like, they're not from. So they're not from.
Well, one of them looked like a leprechaun, dude.
Yeah, he did look like a leprechaun.
And he looked at me like, you're Irish. I'm like, you're drunk. I'm not Irish at all.
So when I was talking, I said where they're from. They're like, we're from. They're like, I'm like, what the fuck is that? Like, they were saying Monaghan, which is a fucking tiny city in just shitty parts of Ireland, like nothing. And my girlfriend's family happens to be from that really shitty city. So I was like trying to explain to them. They're like, oh, we don't want to fucking hear it. They're like, whatever.
Funny, we announced happy hour and they just left, they left their friend and they just started drinking. Fun night though. It's interesting. I like it.
Yeah, I hope it doesn't get too fucking crazy every time because like people are. It was really international to the point where people were like, "I don't speak English."
But that's cool. I don't mind this.
Yeah.
Listen, this is preparing us when we go on our world tour by boat because you're scared of planes, so we have to take a boat.
Boats. I'm just travel is like weird.
It's worth it though.
You know what's weird? I was looking at people walking around, and I was like, "Dude, we're like plants or like organisms. We're just like." Like a plant that grew in the ground and just walking around, and we're just experiencing things through our head. And so they're just like, what's the point of me taking this body and flying it over? Like, why the fuck are we even doing this?
For new inputs.
Exactly. It's for our experiences in life. Yeah. But isn't it weird? Why the hell are we doing this? It doesn't make sense. What the fuck is going on with us? Why are we doing anything we're doing?
For the same reason a monkey came down a tree.
Yeah.
And then walked and then decided, I want someone over there. And he went there. And then he went a bit further.
He ended up in... Oh, jeez.
All right. You can keep as much as you want of that racist remark, but...
Okay, re-say it. A monkey came down from the tree.
It's because we have the... We're explorers. It's in our blood to go see what's beyond the horizon, right?
Yeah.
So one day we were in Africa. We were just Neanderthals. No, that was before Amimboe.
Really?
We were just like living by the water, drinking drinking off the pond, and then we're like, I wonder what's there. And then we kept walking, and then someone killed a mammoth, so we ate a little, and then we kept walking, and then went to Iceland, and then we took the
Marianian Straits.
Is that Mariani Strait?
Or the
Marianne Mandrusiak Strait? Has a strait? No.
What is it? It's the Mariana Trench.
No, that's another thing. I think so. But
I know
the strait.
Bering Strait.
The Bering Strait, I think so. And then we ended up all the way down to Argentina. So there's a human curiosity.
Yeah.
It's very
interesting.
Life-centered. Every animal is curious. Some animals are way too curious and then they die because they're too curious. Like, hey, I wonder.
Cats.
And some, I hope they do. I hate cats. And some, they're smarter. But curiosity is, it's all living creatures that have 4 legs or 2 legs or are able to move are curious. It's part of
no, I got you.
What makes this planet interesting.
Yeah, I feel you.
No, it's going to be fun, man. I'm going to join you in 2 weeks. Holy shit, I'm going to join you in 2 weeks.
I know, isn't that fucked?
I have to buy shoes.
Oh, dude. I'm going to buy shoes there, I think.
I have a feeling you're going to just be naked. You're going to walk out the airport. You're like, I need to go to, what's it, Aldi? What do you call that store?
Aldi, yeah. Aldi.
Oi, going to Aldi to buy 3-pound t-shirts.
You can buy cheap clothes at Aldi.
I don't know what the name of the store that you told me that. I need to go-
Primark. Primark.
Mark.
Yeah,
Primark.
Primark. I'm gonna go there. Yeah, buying like a kind of a jacket maybe.
I went camping, and I was wearing like my camping shoes. I'm like I need to update my utility clothing, so maybe I'll enjoy this. Camping was fun. We talked about camping. I told you I went camping with Guillaume and his son, and it was very exciting. The weather was shitty at the first couple of days. It was cold the second day, but the third day was sunny. We ate
Nice.
by the beach. There was a guy that looked like Wolverine. He was
Really
huge.
Wow.
It was crazy. It's funny. Still not hot. He didn't move it like George Michael. George Michael moves me and him. But I'm like, oh, that's interesting. Like those big balding shoulders.
Yeah, you're
like not bodybuilder, but
like just shredded.
Shredded destroyer, huge, like 200 something pounds of pure shredded muscle. Yeah. His girlfriend also was like huge as well, but it was like, I don't get that, you know? You want to fuck someone that looks like you, but
I don't know. Yeah, I'm not into super.
You're not into super fit man?
Well, whatever. Imagine if we're both hot. Wait, we already did this.
We already did this. But let's keep. I love the fact every episode we bring out either when we're both very hot or very rich.
Yeah, it's funny. Like as comedians and shit make more money, they become more and more like fit. Like I don't know if you've seen Nate Bargatze 10 years ago and Nate Bargatze now. Like Nate Bargatze 10 years ago was like the most ugliest guy, and then he got all his money, and now he has a jawline. Doesn't make sense. His money grew up in his fucking. He's all hot and nice haircut and shit.
He lost weight, right?
Yeah, he looks fucking. He's like a hot fucker now.
Just imagine me. You're hot already. So
I'm not. Imagine like $20 million later. Woo!
Well, what's gonna change? What would you change? A watch?
It's gonna be 2 or 3 of them.
By the way, I said no more watch on the podcast. Why is this still on your?
Because it was. Look, I had a timer for 4 p.m. and I tried to click it, but then I got nervous to click snooze instead of turn off. I clicked the turn off.
That's the first thing. If I have $20 million, I'm shooting your watch.
You're shooting my watch?
I'm gonna get a bow and arrow because I'll be friends with Joe Rogan. And go.
And I'm choking on my snots again, man.
Is everything okay, dude? That would be great content. We should have a camera in case you fall right here. In case one of us dies, we capture the moment. The camping was interesting because we go somewhere very far from Montreal. So no cell phone reception, nothing. We're really in the middle of the woods. There's families. And it's not like cool. It's like a family oriented.
Yeah, I like that. When you go camping, I prefer when it's like just wholesome.
Yeah.
Because it's easier.
Most campings, though, are wholesome.
Yeah, I've been to some places where it's all just like, you can tell it's like it's all tight in, and there's like all just RVs. You can tell it's super cheap, and it's all just frat boys like doing bong hits and like
they were
doing coke and shit.
Wonderwall, the Wonderwall there.
But that's still wholesome as fuck.
Yeah, it's very nice. I had no complaints. There's a little lake. Went by the lake.
That's nice.
Beach, sandy beach. It was good. It's funny. I like to play a game with Guillaume called "Is she a lesbian or a mom?"
Okay.
Because at a certain point, that look where you're free from the male gaze, where you don't care about what you look like for men.
Yeah.
Well, and they all end up looking like lesbians and like moms of 2 children. I would say
you think?
Kind of like they cut the hair short and
but
they don't
also
care about the body.
But it's funny. Then also it goes the other way. Like, don't you think of like soccer moms or whatever, and they're all like dressed up in their yoga pants. They're all like, what? And they're all like hot. So it goes either way.
But that's you see how many soccer? How many soccer?
I don't know. Probably none.
Exactly. I think it's that image that Howard projects. But like a typical mom, you'd like, probably she's a lesbian.
Yeah. It's me and Claire were at the brewery yesterday, like that Terrasse Saint Ambroise. It's so nice. But then in front of us was like a lesbian couple, and like one of them was clearly the dude, spoke like a dude. They were both eating like pizza or whatever, and then like some pizza fell, and she was like, "Hey, Deborah, is there any?" She was like, "Is there any pizza on my tits?"
That's
I was like, that's such a dude thing. I'd be like, "Hey, Claire, is there any pizza on me? Any pizza on my tits?" She had like a deep voice, and the wife was like, "Oh no."
And the other one was like more girlyish.
Yeah.
It's interesting. I wonder when did that start?
Yeah.
You know?
Don't know.
Because there is, I'm assuming when we were like living in caves, there was no really a masculine look or a feminine. We all looked dirty and we showered once every 6 years.
Yeah.
So when did fashion become part of your gender?
Oh, I mean,
it's the French. I blame the French.
Yeah, you part of the, I don't know, because you think, how far back can you think of like images like 2,000 years ago? Jesus was like on a rock, or
and they all wear robes, right?
Yeah, like Mother Mary. What's her name? Mother Mary. Virgin.
Mother Mary. You can say Mother Mary.
Whatever. Virgin Mary. She was blue. She had a blue outfit.
I think she had more than one. She's not me.
But but in every image, it's like her, the blue outfit, the
veil.
Looked very nice. I don't know.
Yeah, but so did Jesus. She had the veil, but he wore white.
Yeah.
But that's it. That's 2,000 years ago. Yeah. I guess, yeah. So I guess
it was a long time ago, to the point where there's no real fashion. Tunics and shit.
Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, that would be well, that's another cool subject. We could delve into it one day.
Yeah.
It's interesting. Yeah. But I like when, I like seeing this. I like seeing different people than me. Because you said, we're all organisms walking around. Because that's a different organism with this whole universe. Inside his mind, there's a complete different universe than yours. And I always, when you see someone, I don't know if that happens to you, and you go like, the second I talk to that person, our universe are connected forever.
Yeah.
For all that person's life, for let's say 25, 30 years. For 30 years, that I was not in that person's life.
No,
and with a simple hello.
Yeah, you could have changed.
His universe just went. Pew!
Yeah.
And true. I mean, I'm a normal person, I assume, but imagine like that hello came from like a murderer or something.
Yeah.
Or from a guy who's like, you're gonna marry or whatever. Like, just extremes of.
Did you ever hear of Seth MacFarlane, the guy that created Family Guy?
Yes.
So he was known for being late and always missing his flights, but this one time apparently he was like on his way to the flight. He was gonna make it, but then like his like agent called and like so he got delayed, and then he missed the flight, and that flight was the flight that flew into the fucking World Trade Center.
Whoa!
Did you ever hear that? He was supposed to be on that fucking airplane that blew in.
Whoa!
And so because of that, Family Guy was created, because this was like season 1 of Family Guy. Wow. He just got Family Guy. He was supposed to go to L.A. or some shit or whatever, and it was like Boston to somewhere, and then dude, he missed that flight, and he was at the airport being like, holy shit. And he said he just started drinking straight away. He's at the airport, and then he had to drive cross country and shit because there's no airplanes. It was insane.
That's crazy,
dude. Imagine that you were gonna be on that flight.
I would like to believe that it would change my life and I'd become, but I have a feeling like 2 weeks later I'd be like, I'm just back on my old regular lazy bullshit. I would like to believe like, oh my god, I don't value my life that much. Like, I'm looking forward to euthanasia. I don't want to be
really?
Yeah.
You're looking forward to euthanasia?
It's my retirement plan. I think that's the next step that we need to accept. Just legalize euthanasia, where you're like, I'm done.
Yeah.
I don't want to be a burden to my family. I should just go press a button and just disappear.
Yeah, I
become
gotcha.
fertilizer.
Yeah. I used to watch these this is really depressing though, but I used to watch like these videos of like, I think it was like Belgium or one of these fucking white people countries, but they don't speak English. Netherlands maybe, where they have legalized euthanasia, but the way they do it, they take the poison and they put it in really delicious chocolate, and it's really weird. She's like eating the chocolate, like, very good, and she's all happy. It's so weird when someone's all happy when they're about to die. They're like, very good, and then she's like, and slowly dies, and everyone's crying, and she's like, why? I'm eating chocolate. It's so weird, and it's making me sick watching it.
You want it to be painful? Like, oh,
maybe.
We're gonna kill you by stabbing you with a toothpick till you die.
Because then at least it feels like there's some meaning to it. This is like,
well,
it's almost like taking
life is not in
Tylenol.
the death, is how you lived it.
Yeah,
no?
I know, but it's. Imagine being so happy you're gonna die. Imagine like how horrible, how much pain you must be in, to then the happiest moment of your life is dying. That's so insane.
No, I think you're happy to stop being in pain and stop being a burden. For me, it's like the feeling of
the burden.
The
I
burden.
don't know.
Like if I can't,
I would love.
press a bidet button anymore.
I
or
can't wait
whatever.
to be a burden. When everyone to like be like, oh, Gabriel, oh, I'd be like, just.
And then I'm gonna kill you. I'm like, sorry,
And
Gabe.
everyone's gonna be like, amer, amer, amer. They're gonna love you.
I met a celebrity.
When?
Okay.
Did you hear that?
So much. That's way too much fake excitement.
Dude, no, that's really awesome because like for years I've been doing this joke about meeting Hugh Jackman, but I've never met him. And so now you could have a joke about meeting a guy and make up a whole thing about him.
Yeah, then invent the whole story. So I don't know if I told you, but I sometimes host a quiz.
Oh, okay.
I quiz at a pub.
Yeah. This is awesome, dude. I'm so excited.
Yeah,
Dude, any
you
excitement.
have no idea who it is, by the way. Just
No.
so you know. And neither did I.
Okay, can I
Guess.
Okay, can I do 20 questions?
Sure.
Okay.
I don't know him that well, so I'll try to answer as much as possible.
Yeah. Is he an actor?
No.
Is he in entertainment? Journalism?
No.
Scientist?
No.
Is he on TV?
No. Sometimes.
Is he Jesus? Is he a podcaster?
He's not Jesus. He's not a podcaster.
Dude, this is hard. Is he
He's an artist. I'll give you this.
Okay, so is he an artist? Is he musician?
No.
Dude, I can't even think of question. This is hard. Is he
All right.
in the museum?
Sometimes.
Is he from Canada?
This is so boring. by the way. You could have just let me tell the story, and people would be like, "Oh, that's good. Oh, that's interesting." It would have been short and sweet. You had to go 20 questions like, does he have 10 fingers? Does he have a name?
Is he Jewish?
Maybe. I don't know. Okay. So I'm hosting the quiz.
Adam Sandler.
No.
Okay.
I personally don't know who it is. So I'm hosting the quiz, and there's people at the bar, and there's people at the terrace. So people like, okay, here's your paper, so you can answer the questions. And then sometimes from the terrace, they're like, can we play? I'm like, yeah, but you guys won't be able to hear me. He's like, no, don't worry, we'll be able to hear. And it's just a bunch of guys, and they're all like rough. They're rough looking, like they have tattoos, and they're a bit loud and brash. And they're not, they have like dirty fingernails with paint on them.
What the?
I'm like, yeah, of course. It's a pub, People, they seem cool. They seem a bit rowdy. So I'm like, okay, here's your paper. Because if you can't hear me, send someone to the pub. And, I always ask, what's the name of your team? So people give me the name of your team. And I go to them, hey, what's your name of your team? And they're like, Obey. I'm like, you don't look like guys who obey at all. They're like, okay. So we start playing, and like, what did you say? And I'm like shouting, like, guys, just come inside. They're like, no, we like being outside. I'm like, all right.
Jeez.
And then the game finishes, and there's a team called the Borg, they're geniuses.
The Borg. You know
Yes.
where that's from?
No.
Star Trek.
Okay. Well, they look like robots.
they're
They're
nerds.
geniuses. They win every round.
That's
they win
funny.
every game. And one of the guys like, hey, is that blah 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 from Obey? I'm like, I don't know. First of all, I don't know what's Obey, and I don't know who's that guy. He's like, the painter, the guy who did the poster Hope by Obama.
Okay.
And he has like a bunch of famous paintings.
Yeah.
I'm like, maybe. I'm like, go ask. He's like, okay. So he goes, and apparently it was the guy from
Wow.
Obey, and they were doing for Mural Fest.
Oh.
They were doing.
Is he older? Because it's
Yeah.
an old. That Obey thing is pretty old. Have you ever seen the Obey picture?
No.
It's like a picture of a guy's face, and under it says Obey.
Yeah, that's him. That's him.
Yeah,
That's the guy.
yeah.
That's the
Okay.
guy from Obey.
Damn.
So I went to see, like, hey guys, I heard you're artist, and they're like, yeah, he's the artist, because I think it was him and his team.
Oh, cool.
And, like, he's the guy, and the guy's like, painters are the artists that want to hide the most from, because they're like, here's my painting, get the fuck away from me.
Yeah.
Musicians, they're in the front.
Yeah.
So he's like, yes. I'm like, yeah, I'm a comedian. We're alike.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay, okay, bye guys, and
That's cool.
I just left out. So that's my.
Oh.
Maybe we should keep the 20 questions. It was way more interesting.
No, it was cool. We had fun, I was excited. It was interesting. People. I think a lot of celebrities come through during Grand Prix. I remember
a lot of whores.
yeah.
You know why it's called Grand Prix?
It's
So Grand Prix in French means higher price, which is supposed to symbolize that during Formula One weekend, the price of prostitutes just shoots up to the sky. Did you know that?
That's funny. That's pretty good. Yeah, cool. I'm trying to think. Yeah, celebs. Owen Wilson.
Who did you meet? Who's your biggest celeb? Sorry.
I can't remember, dude. I think I met a celebrity once. I can't remember.
During JFL, no one.
I guess I saw Mark Maron.
Oh, that's good.
He was like waving at somebody.
Oh, it was.
Just
And
walking
you cut the wave. It's for me. He waved at me.
I was. Who the hell was I with? I was with somebody, and Chris D'Elia was walking by.
And did he molest a child? Hey, cutie.
And the person I was with was like, let's follow him. And I'm like, no, man. And he started following him, and I left the guy. I was like, I'm not going to follow Chris. It's the weirdest thing. And then I think I saw like during JFL, I guess.
Yeah.
But they're all comedians, you know?
Yeah.
It's not really a celebrity unless it's like Seinfeld.
I met Chappelle.
Yeah,
that's a true
that's
celebrity setting.
Yeah.
Neil Brennan.
Yeah. But like, who's like
Bert
legend?
Kreischer. Bert Kreischer's huge, by the way.
Yeah.
He's like 6'5". He's humongous.
Yeah. When I went to see him, he was fucking shit.
Joe Rogan.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. I met Joe Rogan. Yeah.
The Comedy Works, right?
Yeah.
It's funny. I saw him at the Comedy Works, probably the same night as you, where it was
Wow.
Ari Shafir open, right?
Yeah.
And we didn't know each other back then.
Oh,
It's
we
crazy.
did.
We were in the same room, and who knew we would become such good friends?
Yeah, I know. Isn't that wild? Dude, should I retell that story that I never got out on?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay,
Please.
so this was Joe Rogan 2013 or some shit like that. This is like the precipice of him exploding and becoming humongous. And he was pretty big because he sold out the Comedy Works, which is only 50 seats, in like a second. And it was packed.
120 people inside.
Yeah, it was like crazy just to see Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
And he was like pretty shit-faced from what I remember.
Like, he did not do well that night.
He was like, fuck.
Yeah.
I
I dragged Guillaume with me because Guillaume, and he's like, I don't want to go. Dude, tell me his podcast is so good. You should come. And he's like, dude, your Joe Rogan sucks.
Oh, my mom's calling me. Hold on, I need to make sure it didn't stop this recording. Sorry. Okay, so what's up? Oh, jeez. All right, you were right. You don't gotta rub it in.
Listen, Liam, Liam Omassi.
Oh God.
Oh, that's good. It's funny we're dressed for different seasons.
I know. I don't have any more clothes. I put them all in a suit.
Oh,
well,
yeah.
I have this. Dude, I got the smallest fucking suitcase. I'm not bringing. Are you bringing a big luggage or just a hand luggage?
Just the one that goes above my head.
Yeah, I'm bringing that too.
I'm bringing like 10 t-shirts, 2 sweaters, 2 shoes,
Uh-huh.
and the recording equipment. And
Yeah,
do I need
yeah,
to bring anything else?
Yeah.
How's the weather? Is it gonna be hot? Should I bring like long?
It's gonna be hot and chilly, a little chilly at night.
Tepid. Oi.
Tepid.
Tepid in the streets of London.
Okay, I'll tell this Joe Rogan story
Alright.
if you still want to hear it.
Yes, I've heard it, but the crowd.
Yeah. Okay.
The thousands of fans.
I'll make some shit in it. Well, no, I'll tell the story.
There's still the real story. It's a great
Yeah.
story.
And so I'm downstairs. At first, I didn't get to go into Joe Rogan because it was like super packed and busy. It was all too much. So I was downstairs. I was drinking. I met a bunch of Australian guys, and they're in town for I don't know why, but they're big Joe Rogan fans. I'm like, oh, cool. So we're all like bonding and talking about comedy. And I was telling them I want to be a comedian. They're like, you're gonna be a comedian one day, mate. Oh. I'm like, all right. And then I go upstairs and after the show. And Joe Rogan's standing there talking to fans. And I'm like, holy shit.
So you didn't watch the show?
I saw like 5 minutes of it.
Oh, okay.
And I was just hanging downstairs drinking and chilling and taking shots and making friends and whatever. And I never got actually in. I just got towards the middle or end of the show. I just was like kind of standing there. And it was so packed. I was like, this is shit. So I just left. And then, because I didn't really know Joe Rogan at all as a stand-up. I know him as like a podcaster. And I liked his podcast a lot, you know. And he's talking to these fans, and they're like, this one guy who we know, I don't know if you say his name, whatever, I guess.
Yeah. You'll censor it.
Maybe. Yeah. He's like, being like, Joe Rogan, you are my best hope in my life. I love you. You're my hero. Be my hero. I love you, Joe Rogan. And his friend is with him, too. And he's like, yeah, Joe Rogan, you're my hero. I love you.
JSP was hanging out with beep 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 and Joe Rogan.
God.
That's
Yeah.
fucking funny.
And Joe Rogan's like, Jesus, this sucks. Like, I hate French people and stuff or whatever. He was all annoyed, and I can tell Joe Rogan was really annoyed. He was like rolling his eyes the whole time. He was looking at his watch. So I butted in And I was like, I kind of pushed. I swear to God, I kind of went like this, and I said, "Hey, Joe, are these guys bothering you?"
Are you serious? You seriously said that? That's fucking funny.
And he was like, "Yeah," and I was like, "All right, here." I just kind of like pushed them away, and he was walking. I'm like, "Hey, can I get a quick picture?" And he's like, "Sure." And I took a quick selfie, and that was it. And then I go downstairs. I'm drinking. I'm like having like. I was just like dying of laughter because I just these two weird French guys were.
And you didn't know that he was a comedian, that guy.
I think I saw it because I would go to, like, I would watch open mics, right?
Okay.
And I would see him host or do a spot or whatever. So I'm like, I know, like, I've seen that fucking weird guy, the little guy. So I go downstairs and I'm chilling with all the Australian guys. We're having a great time. We're drinking, and then the two French guys are like tapping me on the back. And I turn around. They're like, "Hey, you." What the hell, man? I was making connection with Joe Rogan, my hero. And I'm like, well, I'm sorry, I wanted a picture. And he was like, no, do you know who I am? And I'm like, no. And but I'm look, to be honest, I'm like, I was nervous. I was like, this guy's fucking looks insane. Like they were both so mad. And then all the Australian guys were like, they all got up and they're like, "Is there trouble here, mate?" or whatever. And I was like, yeah. And then they saw numbers, right? A lot of people, and they got scared and they left.
When he came back to the scene, did he remember you?
Maybe, because we never had a conversation once. Okay. I don't think we ever spoke once in our lives, other than then.
Yeah, he was a peculiar character. Oh, that's a great. I don't know if it's a Joe Rogan story or a story. I think it's more of a story. Please censor the name.
Yeah.
Oh, that's hilarious.
That's such a. I mean, whatever. The accent alone is pretty fun.
Guillaume shook his hand because he came to the show.
Oh yeah.
And I think he went to the washroom and he's like, "Good show." And Guillaume shook.
Wow.
And it's funny. I met people who love Joe Rogan. They love him so much.
Mm-hmm.
He get off stage. He didn't do a great set. He was shit faced.
Mm-hmm.
And someone just puts his hand on his head, and Joe's like,
"Oh,
jeez!" Like, and someone just gave him like something in his hand.
Wow.
And then I think that day he decided, I'm not doing small clubs anymore. That's the end of small clubs.
At least like not fucking what's it called? Not preserve like security or you know. Because, dude, imagine that many people. If there was 50 people in there, that's one thing.
No, it was like 120 people. And it's funny, that night I met Dom Herrera.
I saw him sitting. He was like...
like Dom Herrera with Tammy Pascatelli or something.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, hey, Dom Herrera, listen to your podcast. You're very funny. And he had the softest hand. I remember shaking his hand. Yeah? He was like, oh my God, they're so... Like these. He had the hands of a man who never did manual. Like he never did the dishes ever.
That's so funny.
The softest hand in the world.
I remember I was listening, because I used to listen to Dom Herrera's podcast too or something. And he would... Apparently, he dated a woman from Montreal.
Oh,
so that's his connection to Montreal. Like he dated for years. He was with a woman that's from Montreal. So he'd always come up.
He's like, and he asked me, like, "Is Joe up there?" I'm like, "I don't know." He's like, "He's probably in the green room." I'm like, "Oh, there's no green room here." I'm like, "I don't know." Like he just became talking. He was so funny. Yeah. Dom Herrera is really funny.
He's cool.
So sweet too.
Yeah.
Such a just bam, 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 so quick.
Yeah, he was fucking. I love Dom. His stand up is so good.
Yeah.
So fast.
So I'm open for Fluffy. I went to see Fluffy when I was like studying all types of comedians. Nice. I went to see a Fluffy, and then he opened for Fluffy, destroyed. Nice. So funny. He's so à l'aise. So there's he took the mic stand. He was just dragging him with him to the stage.
Damn, especially if you know your jokes are so fucking solid, you can perform it any which way and it'll kill. You know, you just
such talent. Fluffy was good. Fluffy is another guy who everyone loves. Mm-hmm. People are just cult leaders.
Yeah.
Which I hope will be.
But Gabe. Fluffy is so friendly. Also, he's he does. What's that face? Whatever.
That face scares me every time I see someone with that face. Because that's.
Oh, dude! You see, I got a cramp in my jaw. Oh my God! Ow!
You're not made to have that face.
That happens sometimes. Oh.
You okay? Listen, man. This trip is. Maybe you should cancel your flight tonight. Do this. Yeah, open wider. Wider, no teeth. Open wider.
My fucking. Okay, it's better now. Wow, that was fucking weird.
You cut your hair again.
Yeah, Claire cut it today.
Claire.
Okay, so my mom cuts my hair. So what happens? My hair grows out. I need a haircut, right? My mom cuts my hair, makes it look horrible.
That's not true.
And then Claire cuts it, makes it look a little better. So then my hair grows out again. My mom gets her hands on my hair, ruins it.
Dude, your mom is a fantastic hairdresser.
For women.
I can't believe you're shitting on your mom's business. The business that fed you, you ungrateful son of a bitch.
All her clients are women.
Yeah?
And I'm the only...
The only guy?
Yeah.
So she makes you look feminine. She makes you look George Michael.
Yeah, I guess so. But, yeah.
You see, your mom had a better back. Like the back, your mom did a better job than your girlfriend.
Well, what happened was that it was a mullet before.
It wasn't a mullet. It looked great. It looked like
Really?
the height, the length it needed to be to justify. Now you know what you look like?
Mm-hmm.
You look like... remember Zellers? The store Zellers?
Mm-hmm.
So, they used to send us circulaire. They used to send us like... what do you call circulaire?
Yeah, like the
Flyer.
promo. Yeah,
Flyers. You look like a
Zellers?
C-level model flyer of the 90s.
It's not bad.
Like the long hair in the front and short hair in the back.
Ah.
You look like a tampon.
I like this, actually.
No.
This is my type. This is the look I go for.
No. Your mom did a better job.
I'm not a big back guy.
You're not a big back guy? Big back guy. No, but now it looks too short. It doesn't look like it matches the front.
It's fine. I don't give a shit.
It's like a reverse mullet you have now.
Yeah, I don't want the mullet.
But it wasn't a mullet.
It was a little bit of mullet.
It was not.
Also, look, my mom. You probably can't see now, but she shaves my whole
neck. Yeah, that's called.
Whatever. It's hard to explain. I'm too lazy, and I don't even understand what's going on.
Women like grooming their men. I think your girlfriend enjoys cutting your hair.
Yeah, she likes doing that shit. She likes unlooping all the hairs on my neck.
Unlooping? What do you mean?
It's funny because, like, to me, it's so normal. So, I get, like, ingrown hairs whenever I shave or whatever.
Really? Okay.
So, instead of just letting it be an ingrown hair and turning into a big red dildo or whatever, she goes in with tweezers and unhooks the hair that's caught up. And then it lets it out. And then it relieves the pain.
We can say we're still monkeys, man.
Yeah.
She eats the whatever ticks are
yeah.
in your beard.
Yeah.
She unhooks. Let me look.
I have looped.
I don't see any loops.
Well, she unlooped them.
She unlooped them. Do you get a lot?
Whenever I shave my neck, I do get ingrown hairs, like maybe like 3 or 4.
The best way to get rid of this, you have to shave every day. That's my brother.
I shave every day after I shower. I pretty much shave every day.
Yeah.
I don't get any here. Sometimes here, but
yeah, it's because if you shave every day, the skin get used to it and you stop having red dots.
Yeah. C'est la vie, mon ami.
C'est la vie, mon ami.
This is a wacky podcast. Pretty good too, though. So what's up? How long have we done? Okay, we got 10 more minutes.
Okay, so yeah, as I said, I went camping. It was very interesting.
Cool.
Because I lost my phone connection. But if you go like high up in the mountains, sometimes you get like faint connections, and you could see that you were out of Montreal based on like how I opened my Tinder or whatever, Hinge or whatever, and you could see like it goes from multi-ethnic to white, one Asian, white.
Okay.
And as the further you get from Montreal, it's white.
Wow.
And it's girls from like these farms who
Yeah.
get on those dating apps. They're so much cooler than girls from the city. Because like I swear there was a girl who had a profile. This like the key to my heart is like get me a Miss Vicky's jalapeno bags. Because I guess there's none of them in her farm.
Yeah. I have to process them myself. I need to grow my own jalapenos.
Exactly.
Mush them with potato
I'm
skins.
not lying. I swear that's what her profile said. Oh my
That's
God,
fun.
That's so funny. This is how you know you're out of the city.
Were they all on horses in their pictures and shit, or
It was a black and white photo, with the flash on the side.
Imagine using Tinder. What date do you go on? We're gonna go on a boat. We're gonna go canoeing. We're gonna go.
I guess it's a lot of outdoorsy.
What about in the winter? We're gonna go
Build an igloo. Let's go make out of the igloo.
For a fish what's frozen?
Kill some natives or whatever they do over there.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't imagine dating now. It's so I like everyone's so desensitized now. I can imagine like people just like fuck it.
But that was you.
Yeah.
6
But
years
I was
ago.
an innovator. That was
How were you an innovator? You
it-
just fucked everything that moved.
innovator.
How?
I okay. Well, technically, I'm not an innovator. You know Boomhauer from King of the Hill.
Yes.
So
Yeah,
his
this guy, right?
dangle yo Hank, we gonna go to dangle store. Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
He his move to get women, because everyone was like, "Oh, you're a ladies' man, Boomhauer. Where'd you meet all these women?" And His technique is go to a department store or a clothing store, women's clothing store, speak to every single woman and just be like, hey, you want to go back to my house or whatever? We want to go bang, want to go here?
No.
And 100, let's say like 99 out of 100 people say no. One person says yes.
Yeah.
So he swings 100 times and finally one person says yes.
I don't have time for this. I'm trying to build a cult.
Yeah.
100 women to...
No. Not, but this is that, but on the app. So you go 100 times.
Yeah.
And then you see who likes you back. And from there, you diminish. You're like, okay, that's not working. And then it's like, okay, one person said yes.
But there's a lot of people that I'm not attracted to.
Yeah, but okay.
They don't look like George Michael.
So back in my day, Tinder was free. So it was
still free.
It's still free, but you get 100 swipes, I think.
Yes. Yeah.
It's not free.
Honestly,
swipe 1,000 times, you'll meet 100 women.
I'm on the apps mainly for material.
Oh, really?
There's so much, like, when you go out, we live in bars, right? We do comedy shows. We're gods for 5 minutes at a time. I think there's most of the time I've gotten laid in the past few years was all the time. Actually.
Really? Comedy?
To comedy, yeah.
Whew. I don't know, man. Whew. Okay. Damn, scary.
Why?
Because I want to separate all that. Imagine like one day we're like at a show and it's like our show. Yeah. And then you're like, all right, ladies. Or like, you know, like Jamiroquai with Bouncer. Like, I pick you and you and you. Yeah. Dude, you can't do that in 2028 or whatever. It's going to be so fucked. Why did you pick the hot one and not the fat one?
Oh, I like girls with meat. If you have meat on your bones, come see daddy.
Okay. All right. So, yeah,
no, but it's not. Listen, I don't think you choose. Comedians don't get that.
Pauly Shore apparently did.
Yeah, but Pauly Shore was like a superstar on TV, and it was the 80s.
Yeah.
Comedians,
Steve-O,
it's like you'll have two girls who are... Here's my opinion about women who like to sleep with comedians. They're way smarter than the average human. Mm-hmm. Most guys bore them because they don't understand... Most guys don't understand sarcasm or like wordplay. Or
they're dumb.
They're dumb, but they say comedian, like he's able to make people laugh. Yeah. They're somewhat of a alpha... You know, it's manly. You're on stage. You're commanding respect.
Depends on the comic, though. You know, not all comics.
Even the quietest, most comedian, he's still on stage with a spider on him, and everyone listening to him. There must be it's like a bartender. Mm-hmm. Everyone wants to fuck the bartender because he's hot.
Not our bartender.
Another.
I'll boot the whole thing.
I'm sure. Oh, Jesus. I'm sure he still pulls. But there's like authority is still sexy. His power is still a bit sexy. So even the quietest comedian still gets laid. So I think the girl who likes to fuck comedians, usually they're smarter than the average. They want to be they're turned on by the brain more than just the body. Mm-hmm. And there's something sexy about like, ooh, he's an artist, you know, and he's so approachable because like it's one of the few arts where you can just go have a beer with the artist right after he performs.
That's crazy. It's true. Damn.
That's my opinion. And also they're so hot. Girls who have sex with comedians, they're so hot. They're the most beautiful women on the planet.
Okay. You think it's going to convince them? Am I beautiful?
They're the hottest. But I'm joking, but the girls who approach me, usually they're like, oh, you're smart. It must be so tough for them to get their pussy wet if like pecs and abs don't do it for them, just to be like turn on brain-wise.
Really hot mind.
Yeah. They like a guy who like, oh, his brain, like they like to communicate at a different level.
Yeah.
But we don't have that. Men, like a girl can be dumb as a bag of nails, but if she's hot, we're like our penis like, you know.
Yeah, as long as she's able to sign the consent form.
Sure. Or drown. Whatever is easier.
Yeah.
Before or after.
Woo! Oh man.
You okay, bud?
Yeah.
You sure?
I don't know.
You're jiggly.
My money don't wiggle. It folds. I like to see you jiggle.
Is that gonna get us like a YouTube?
Oh, you're right. I should stop that. Yeah, copyright. Yeah, man. I'm gonna be gone, and hope you have a great show this coming week.
Yeah, man. You won't be there, so it's gonna be great.
Yeah.
I'm gonna miss you, man. Honestly, I don't know who I'm gonna do it with. Yeah. I don't want your girlfriend to come. I have a feeling I can boss her around.
Oh, yeah. Maybe not. Maybe just get like Joel.
Yeah, I'll get a guy or.
That you can knock over
someone
the head.
I can trust with money and stuff.
Yeah. Knock over the head. And,
I don't think I can knock him over that. He's jacked as fuck.
Yeah.
But yeah, maybe I'll get a I know. I have a couple of people I might ask. So
Yeah.
it's going to be interesting without you. And then we're taking a break. Well, I don't know when this is released. It's released in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So I guess for people listening,
Yeah.
in a week we'll be back.
Be back, baby.
Yeah.
Woo.
But I guess we'll record something in London as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll record a couple maybe.
The London Chronicles. Maybe we'll have
Yeah.
like 10 episodes and we'll release them slowly.
That would be cool. And we can record them in, I don't know, different orders.
And one of our cool something we did was, and then smelling your. Oh my god.
No, I'm scratching my beard. It's itchy. It's smelly.
Okay. All right, guys. That's it. I think. Let's
it's
close
good
that.
enough episode.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. This was a Bonne Nuit.
Yeah.
Say bye to Gabe. If you see him in London, say hi to him.
Yeah, come on, man.
By the way, we decided if you see us in the street, just scream Bonne Nuit. That's
yeah.
both our names.
Yeah,
Bonne
yeah.
Nuit. So just scream Bonne Nuit.
Because some people, they won't know. Like,
Exactly.
if it's Gabriel or...
Someone is gonna exactly. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Come watch the last show before we go on vacation.
Yeah.
And we're back July 19th. No,
Oh,
24th.
You won't be there.
July 20th. I won't be there, but
Yeah.
a bunch of very funny comedians
Okay.
that you'll see. You'll see the
Okay,
lineup.
cool.
It's pretty good.
Sweet.
It's a bunch of Ottawa comics.
Oh, that's the show? That's
Yeah,
gonna
that's
be
the show.
fucking crazy.
It's gonna be very cool.
Okay, that's gonna be fucking insane. All right.
Yes. All right, guys. We love you so much. Salam alaikum,
See ya,
everybody.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Peace out, A-Town.
Doo-doo.